Yeah, that took longer than expected because had to reset. Like I said, I had to reset my computer. It took it a bit longer than I was expecting it to. But welcome back. Welcome back. Give me a second to throw this shit up here before Colin gets here. Go, Jason, go.
Ooh.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings.
Welcome back there, Daniel.
Woo.
Nothing up my sleeve. Ooh, that actually stuck to my.
Yeah, gee. Good evening, everyone. Is it frozen shut?
No, I had it laying sideways, and when I put my ice cube tray in there, some of the water spilled, and it froze this thing. So it like froze it. You can see all the ice still on there.
Oh, yeah. The frozen condensation.
And my glass was nice and cold. You can kind of see what's left of the frost on there. So cold beverages today.
Yeah, Daniel, you'll find out here in a few minutes. What else comes in a brown bag this size? I mean, come on.
Flaming dog poop. I mean, I'm not wrong.
What are you, ghetto?
No. It's not Cobra, so I'm good.
Beans. Beans come in brown.
Are you brown bagging beans? Don't. Oh, jeez.
Wrong direction.
Wrong direction.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, why? The minute I poured about, I was like, oh, great. Good evening, Grace. How's it going? I'm having some mental issues. I just tried to pour my normal stuff, and I poured the Red Bull in here first. I don't know why. That could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, that would have been really extra strong.
Ooh, that would have been
expensive.
And that would have been that would have made for an interesting night on a live, that's for sure.
Well, you got tomorrow off, or you still got to work?
Oh, I got to work tomorrow on another concert, which means I'm going to be working my butt off again.
Hey, Bill.
I literally left work at like 5:45.
Yeah. No, they shifted my hours for tomorrow and Monday. I'm not happy about it.
Don't you go in later, though, tomorrow?
Then even later on Monday, I'm not happy about it.
And welcome back, Bill.
No, I'm going to be grumpy and tell them I got too much sleep.
Ooh. Wait, you made it all the way there in like the 10 minutes I wasn't live?
Where?
Oh, apparently Bill made it all the way to Maine in 10 minutes.
He left like a week ago.
Just giving him shit.
Or 10 days ago or something like that.
Yeah, that is sticky. What? I'm gonna let Jason hold the fort. I'm gonna go wash my stirring stick. So leave it dirty.
10 days. Called it. And now we're seeing an empty seat. Yeah, I should be getting some stuff hopefully this upcoming weekend. This is a push-up bag. I've been hankering one of these for like 2 weeks. Old Bello
Joe Shalata.
Espanol.
Bill, I'd all be for that because that sounds like it would be really fun. Jason's going to open that thing, and that's going to all over the place.
Spun, not shaken.
Spun, not shaken. This guy over here. I got to keep that one up on top of that.
Or should I say stirred, not shaken?
You can manage to keep it to Garden Talk Colin, then yes, I will give you the link. If you're not, I'll kick you out.
Ooh. Just a little cold spot right in there. Ooh.
Oh, where they pulled the...
Where they pulled the two teeth, yeah, right next to each other, right here.
Why does that taste weird?
Did you get the wrong Red Bull?
No. No, I'm a Red Bull. And it's not the sugar-free one, because the sugar-free one's like the straight silver can.
Yeah.
So it's a normal. I don't know. It just tastes weird today.
How you doing?
Greetings. Doing all right, I suppose. My drink tastes weird, but that could be the fact that I'm eating Cheetos.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that'll definitely ruin it right there.
Sorry, the white cheddar cheese puffs or Cheez-Its.
Hold on.
Yeah, that and these at the same time. No.
Sorry about that. Forgot to mute my YouTube side. I'm having trouble with my camera being backwards. What is up with that?
The regular standard rat traps in a box, like I keep showing everybody, like this.
How do I switch? Oh, that's why I get mirror my camera. There we go. That's better.
Right here.
It's got basil, sage, cilantro, parsley, and thyme.
Under $20.
$4.99.
Nice.
Never been used, so
Need a grow light for that, and you'll be good to go.
well, we kind of get something. I've never used it before.
I wonder if Daniel took his air rifle with him.
4-inch grow pots. Or 5-inch grow pots.
It'll do the job. Trust me.
It's got the peat pods, little discs, and the grow pots are made of biodegradable pods. So, and it even comes with these.
Oh, those are like the worst garden label stakes. I hate those things.
Well, it is what I've got. I mean, it's called.
They last about one season, and then they turn to like eggshell.
Well, even eggshells have their purpose.
Yeah, but you don't need microplastics in your plants.
Well, if I would use popsicle sticks, I do like that one. Jenny's is trying to decide on decor for the new house. She's asking me questions. You can't see her; she's on the other side of the.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello, Jenny.
Here, let me do this. We can say hi at the very least. Jenny and her.
Hello. I'm looking at window cleans.
She wants to put window clings on their new house there. But we keep it to gardens, hon.
What?
Keep it about gardens.
Oh, they have gardening ones.
Okay.
They have ones for flowers.
Vampires in the garden.
Cliff maybe promised I could do something. Go keep it to gardening. That's what I was going to do.
Okay.
Or it gets put in the basement.
Hey, I was trying to keep it gardening. But Jenny wanted to say hi, proper.
We have to say hi.
No Ian. Cats are running around. Well, Little Miss is right here. beside
Where's
me.
Macus, Attackus, or Crackus, or Smackus, or Wackus?
Somewhere in the house.
He'll come shortly.
Shortly, yes.
He knows what. He knows I'm here. He'll come
Yep.
just to be like, meow.
Yep. He's still get him and Little Miss are getting used to the house still. Yeah, Little Miss is right here.
That's a shock.
The light you see here is actually one of the lights I got from Cecilia, and I'm using it to bounce it off the wall behind me to give me a little bit more light. Because I don't want to use the overhead light because it's too bright. But this is in our living room. That's not where I'm going to be doing my normal lives. It's probably going to be in our new second bedroom. I'll make that in my office situation. But we have some really nice areas here that's in the front that might be good for gardening. One raised flower bed that's got the big wooden, I'm not sure what they're like posts, but they're like, I'm not sure what they're called.
Telephone post.
They're like posts, but they're, it's a rectangular box. Looks like it hasn't been maintained for a while though. So we're gonna rehab that one and add a second one to balance out the yard. And our flower beds are completely overgrown. So we have a lot to work to do. We can't even find our freaking sidewalk.
I gotta identify some plants.
Yeah, Jenny's going to identify some plants that we have in there so we don't tear anything down that she wants to keep. But you
Keep
said
the garden beds. Keep the garden beds.
you said that we have some hostas
Yep, there's some hostas.
and we have some ferns.
Yep.
So I'm sure that technically counts as gardening, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to keep it on the topic. But our garden bed is like, it's got the plastic edger thing. It kind of goes like an oval around the front of the house. And it is so overgrown with weeds and grass and things like that. So I got to figure out a way either to get a small tiller or something to rehab that whole area, put down some weed barrier to make it work without destroying the hostas or the ferns at the very least.
I don't know.
Hostas you can just transplant. They don't really care.
Question. This one's actually about ferns. Ferns and fiddleheads. Fiddleheads are ferns, right?
No, fiddleheads are crabs.
No. They're plants that you can eat. Made from ferns, I believe.
I could not tell you on that one. I am not a botanist.
Okay. Yes, we are in the new house, Molly.
Dan, look at your. I sent you some photos.
Who? You mean Bill?
Dan, I sent Dan some photos.
Yeah,
I will show you some pictures later when we're not doing this. That way you guys will know what the house looks like. It's the basic one. It's not the. We have power. We just don't have the lights on right now because it's too bright. I got the lamp that that Cecilia gave me bouncing off the back
No,
wall.
fiddleheads are crabs.
Brown paper on them.
Don't take what Bill says with it too much.
I know.
He thought being funny on that one, but yes, no, they are two different plants.
I know they're ferns, and they're supposed to be edible. Harvested and in the spring and eaten as a vegetable. Okay. I like celery, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, celery is going to be more of your summer crop.
This one says it's more of a spring, but we just found out we had ferns when we moved in. We didn't know what we had because the bushes are so overgrown, and we have to see.
He lives in Fern Philly.
We have a lot to find still. Not that. Then how do they eat them if they're toxic?
Same way you eat an acorn.
If consumed raw or uncooked, I'm talking about cooked.
Yeah, if your stomach feels like TNT, yeah, it's not good.
They need to be blanched, sautéed, or roasted. I was thinking more about roasting them in butter and similar to asparagus. And Jenny loves asparagus.
Speaking of asparagus, Jason, how are yours doing?
Pretty good. I'm about ready to get a late bloom and get some more seeds.
Nice. There you go. So
Yeah,
exactly,
I did my research on that there, Wicker.
that's Bill.
Okay, Bill, I've already did my research on those. I've been wanting to try them, but haven't had the option to do so.
I was at least right on that one. You do them the same way you do acorns, is you blanch them and you cook them.
Hey, Sharon, can Bill come out and play?
Yeah. Never lets Bill have any fun. But they do live in a rather small unit.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, I'm not a fern person, so.
I know what they are.
That's got to be the one that they always try to
familiar
look for.
with-
Well, the only fern I like
Just
is
found out that we had ferns today when we got it moved in,
asparagus.
and I still need to go hunt down some wild asparagus for Jenny.
I just
So
have
we'll have a
Jason
place to
mail
put
you
it.
some seeds.
Well, the thing is, if I already can find mature plants, I could just transplant them.
Just because you can find a mature plant doesn't mean the plant will enjoy being transplanted.
No, it won't. But it doesn't mean it'll die either.
Yeah, but you're still going to be looking at 2 years minimum.
Well, maybe. We'll have to wait and see.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, when they're dormant is best way for me to be transplanting them.
So in the wintertime then?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can harvest now, but then transplant it in the wintertime.
I'll
Oh,
harvest them in the winter.
Harvest them in the no. I was going to say
Transplant
harvest
the
the
winter.
asparagus.
And you harvest in the spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to wait a couple years before you get a harvest on them, so you don't use up all their carbohydrates.
Well, that's what I was planning on doing, Bill.
Yeah, and then you're only going to take like maybe 2, maybe 3 after the 4th year. Then you let the rest of the plant just go for the summertime.
Okay.
Build up its carbohydrates again.
Can't you just feed it?
You can still feed it, but still you need a photosynthesis for it to build up its sugars in the roots.
Oh, that's true. Well, our planter box that we have right now is not very big, probably about 3 by 6, maybe 7.
So like my main planter box.
Probably.
Because that's
it's
what
got
mine
the-
is. Mine's a 3 by 6, but it's also like 18 inches deep.
Well, I will show you pictures of later. Unless you were more really interested, I can show you pictures of what the yard looks like and stuff. It's not very big.
Yeah,
We have more of a front yard than we do a backyard.
Hard to see in the dark.
No, I've got pictures of the house before we moved in. From the realtor. So I can show you that, but that's about all I can tell you. But there's not a big backyard. And we were talking about maybe 10 feet wide, but 30 feet long. Barely enough room to set up an archery range. Well, that's cool, Bill.
Remember, smaller range, smaller bow.
Nope. Actually,
Be out there, y'all.
smaller target, smaller range. That way you can practice hitting a smaller target. But you can hit at 10 feet, you can hit at 20 feet, or 20 yards, or 30 yards. Just a matter of practice. But this is not archery talk. This is garden talk.
I did get some good confirmation this week. I finally got a confirmation email from the, what was it, American Farms, whatever the hell, American Meadows.
Ooh, they're
What is
almost
that?
done, or they're on their way.
They are running a bit behind on the seasonal harvesting, so they will be sending them out sometime next month.
What is it? What is that, Cliff?
Saffron. 15 saffron corms.
Quorums? I'm not
Quorum.
familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that.
Bulbs.
Oh, okay.
But for saffron, they call them corms. So I'm getting 30 saffron bulbs.
All
Okay,
right.
what is it? You're going to grow saffron then?
Yes.
Good for you.
He's an
Are,
attempt.
okay, I know saffron it can be a spice. It also could be a dye.
Oh, it's mainly a spice, and it's
But
one of the more expensive ones.
You can also use it as a dye for clothes. It's more of a yellow, but still. That's the older version of it.
I'm just waiting for my corms.
Are you plan on doing like big crops or something, or what's your plan?
He's going to work his way up to it.
Oh, that's cool.
Start small, make a bit here, make a bit there. Probably be one of the only saffron vendors in the state of New Mexico.
I do have some really good news for Jenny if you want to hear about it.
Go for it.
Hon, what is it that you got a phone call about today?
Oh, someone put my name in for Quilt of Valor.
Jenny is got her name put in for a Quilt of Valor.
For what?
For military service.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's a rare thing. They make a personalized quilt, and there's a big ceremony and everything. And
Before my birthday.
the day before her birthday, it's probably going to end up on the wall here.
Yeah.
It's a big honor.
Yeah, like I said, it's hard to understand you because of the echoing of the
I
room.
apologize for that because there's nothing in our house. We don't have anything other. I'm sitting on my folding chair and my computer is on a folding table. We don't have any other furniture in the house yet, so it's going to echo. No curtains, nothing.
No, just letting you know.
Oh, so I apologize for the echo. It's nothing I can do about it. And also, our internet is not the best because I'm using Jenny's hotspot right now because our internet doesn't get turned on until Thursday.
Yeah, so there's that for those of you who are
Yes.
wondering. Saffron as a spice is worth its weight in gold, literally.
What besides you can use it for cooking, but what do you use saffron for?
Cooking.
Cooking.
Just cooking?
Yep.
It's sort of like ginseng then, huh?
It's a very weird spice. A very weird spice.
That's what I heard, but I don't know much about it other than
Harvesting
character
is
name on Firefly. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, like I said, harvesting is a little on the difficult side as well, so that's why it's so expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, huge plant, little yield.
Now, what's the plant look like?
Like a giant daylily.
Jenny would know. She's more into that stuff than I am. Saffron. What's it look like?
One of the daylilies we had at the house in Milo.
I think
Yellow
so.
flowers.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Only real bigger.
Oh, okay. You're the flower person, not me.
So essentially, you get a flower with anywhere between 3 to 5 little red hairs, and you got to pluck those little red hairs, and that is the saffron.
Oh, okay.
So you get this nice, pretty plant, but you pick the smallest part of it. It's the equivalent of growing a watermelon plant, but your watermelon's producing cucumbers. Oh, I'm over here giving funny looks. I forgot my camera's off.
Because most of the saffron I'm looking at picture-wise are purple.
Purples, reds, but that's the flower itself. But it's those little red furry feelers on the inside of the flower. That is the actual saffron.
That's what I'm looking at. That they're showing that it's really expensive.
You don't get a whole lot out of the flower at all. I mean, we're talking grams.
Yeah. $10 grams of that stuff's like $100, $200. I think I was watching a guy was mixing random stuff with saffron. He said he got like 4 grams. He paid like 45 USD is essentially is what he paid for like 4 or 5 grams of saffron. Basically like 3 little feathers.
They say a pound of saffron could be $5,000.
Yep. Anywhere between 5 and 10K, depending on the buyer and the need for saffron.
Oh, the quality too.
Yep.
Okay, it's like ginseng. Like I said, I know about that, but dude, if you can get into
On
that,
par, I would say ginseng probably a little easier. You're going to get more of a yield for your plant versus what you're going to get off of saffron.
well, saffron you can grow in your yard easily. Ginseng,
Yes.
not so much. It grows in the wild, and
Ginseng is no different than fartichokes.
but you got to find it. That's the hard part, and
Buy it at the store. You can.
it's regulated here. You got to have a permit and everything. I don't know if you need
the problem though is with ginseng, they sell it in the stores. You can get one of those and grow your own ginseng. Everybody constantly wants to say, "Oh, you cannot grow from store-bought." Some items, yes, that is the case because they sterilize the plants before transport, so you can't do that. But 90% of the plants you can still do that with.
Yeah, for Iowa, it's $300 to $1,200 per pound for wild dried roots for ginseng. So,
Hey, Drops, how's it going? Good to see you. Ooh, you can actually grow wasabi in your area. That's an interesting plant, to say the least.
is that hot wasabi?
Yes, wasabi's hotter than beans.
Okay, I thought it might be.
But I've still heard people saying that they've gotten. See, I knew that was going to happen. But again, as I was saying, I've heard and I've seen people buy store-bought ginseng and actually successfully propagate ginseng in like a planter or a pot. So, yes, they may irradiate some of them, but they can't possibly get everything all at once.
Sorry about that. Internet problems.
I got a notification down on the bottom when you popped up, and this big old bar popped up and said, "Oh, no. It's popped into the StreamYard."
Yep. Sorry about that.
There you go. There you go, Bill. Get with the drops on some wasabi seeds. Maybe you can get some grow some wasabi. As far as I know, I don't really have regulations on what I can and can't plant in the desert because it's the desert. I'm guessing that like our agricultural specialists are pretty much like, if you can grow it, you're lucky, and if you plant it, chances are it's going to die anyway because we're in the desert and it's hot and dry. So good luck. The only thing that really thrives down here are pine trees and cactus and yuccas and succulents.
Well, I heard yucca fruit's supposed to be pretty good.
Yucca takes a long time to grow, though. Like a really good-sized one.
Right. You hear? Only reason I know anything I know about yucca is a lot of the survival shows talk about people eating yucca.
You can.
When they're doing the survival challenges and stuff like that.
I don't necessarily recommend it.
No, they don't recommend it either. But yeah, if it's available, it's better than nothing.
Really, what the yuccas are designed for is you basically rip off the leaves, you dry them out, crush them, and you pull the fibers out, and you use the fibers for like makeshift cordage.
Is that the one with it's got the needle on the end, so you can use it as a needle too?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's a variety of yucca. Jesus Christ.
I know there's multiple, but I just wasn't sure.
There's probably, at least 200 different varieties of yuccas, Jason?
Junkyard Fox.
Oh, there's hundreds of different types.
Yeah.
Junkyard Fox used it to stitch up his backpack after it got ripped.
Yep. Well, again, that's a different variety. So that's you got to find the right ones. If you got the ones with that really sharp point, almost like a porcupine quill.
That's what he said. And he had to bite it with his teeth.
Yeah, you bite down about not even a quarter of an inch, like an eighth of an inch. You bite into that, and you just pull with your teeth, and it'll pull out, depending on the length of the yucca leaf, anywhere between a foot to like a foot and a half of usable fibrous materials, and that stuff is almost as strong as steel.
Yeah, that's gonna be like
what
an agave.
he used to stitch up his backpack with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for like the agaves that you do that. And you can also use them as a suture too.
Yeah,
If
he
you
mentioned that too.
Yeah, you got to kind of whittle down the end though once you bite it off, so you have more of like the needly part and like
you can
one or
separate
two
it into a couple of
fibers.
He didn't show anything about sharpening it, but or shortening it. But that's, I mean, I wasn't sure if this was being technically covered under the gardening talk or not because it is plant based.
It's still gardening. It's gardening / using nature to do whatever.
I mean, I wish I could eat some of the stuff that nature allows me, like acorns, which I wish I could eat, but I can't. Because always wanted to try acorn pancakes.
Oh, you'll be able to try them once.
Well, I've always been able to try things once, Cliff. I'm just, the thing is, I'd like to enjoy them more than once.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. So, I mean, you might be able to do acorn pancakes twice, depending on, but again, essentially for the acorns, though, you're blanching, you're pulling out all the tannins from it, and then cooking it. At that point, it is no longer an acorn. So there's a high possibility that at that point, there is
might be able to survive it.
that to make it, to give you an allergy from.
Yeah, it's almost like a poi, or you can actually go even further and make it semi-solid, like a Jello or a what else would you call it? Almost like a tofu.
I don't know what tofu tastes like, so I wouldn't know.
Tofu tastes like whatever the hell you put it in, because tofu tastes like nothing.
I heard some stories about
Tofu is essentially a food sponge. You throw it in there, and it absorbs the flavors of whatever you toss it into to make it taste somewhat decent.
Yeah.
it's a filler, in other words.
Yeah, you can slice it up and you soak it in sugar water, and then you can deep fry it, and it makes a nice little treat.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. If I need protein, I'll just eat protein.
And then you can cut it like a little pocket. You can stuff rice in there.
Drop says he's got an acorn tree. No, he does not have an acorn tree. What you have is an oak tree. There's no such thing as an acorn tree. It's an oak tree. It just drops acorns because that's the size of the seed from the freaking tree.
You get little itty bitty ones, and you get big fat ones.
We have a problem with the cats because we have a motion sensitive light in our new closet, which expands between one room to the next. And the cats have realized when they walk through the closet, they can turn on the light. They're out of it now because the light went off.
I still got to see if I can do that because speaking of ginseng, I should just buy some at the store and see if I can't actually propagate any of that.
I'd like to see you try because I've
got a
never
greenhouse. I can deal with that. Although I'm gonna have to replace another GFCI because I fried that one. Let's put a brand new one in there, and it's completely shorted. Completely shorted, and it will not let me reset. I can hit the test button, but it will not let me reset. Every time I hit the reset, it pops out almost instantly.
Did it get wet?
No, the plug end shorted.
Oh,
it's essentially melted, and it probably caused a short on that side. So I'm going to have my dad replace that one again. I'm going to have to replace the end of I'm basically going to have to cut the end of the cord off and splice on a new end, and maybe think about making a standalone electrical box or just running an electrical panel and a secondary electrical cord, or like a block extension cord. We have one out there. We put it on a 2x6, a 4x4 with a 50-foot or 100-foot extension cord on there.
It's not hard.
And we just plug that sucker into the shed, or anywhere in the property. We just drag that thing around. He basically got little standalone, two little cheap door handles on there, like cabinet door handles. Just stuck two of those on there, and we basically got a 4x4 grid with a 100-foot hose on there, or a 100-foot cord, and me and my dad can drag that thing around everywhere. It's funny how much you can plug into that, despite the fact that it's only being plugged into one plug.
According to Ian's mom, Heidi, she says that my tomato plants are still great. The ones that I got from Walmart, tomatoes, just the ones you get off the shelf, in the two pack. They're still growing, going strong. She said. I'm actually kind of surprised that they're still growing. So I don't know if I'll get enough to get a yield or anything, but it's something.
Grace, you you have to go to the right grocery store. You should be able to find that at like Trader Joe's, or if you have like an Asian market, you can go there and they'll sell it. But again, if you go there, buying ginseng is going to be expensive. And yes, you can do the same thing with ginger. You can get a couple pieces of ginger, break it apart as long as you don't split the rhizomes or the nodes, and you can plant that and get that going.
Because I've done that.
I heard that the what was it called? Homegrown ginseng is not worth as much as wild ginseng.
Well, yeah, because wild ginseng is getting all the nutrients from whatever's been decaying out there for eons versus you're putting that stuff in new soil, which doesn't have the same nutritional balance or, microbes or macrobes that stuff is normally grown in. That's why people that have wild patches of that, they do not tell. See, I knew he would eventually pop up because he could hear me.
Who's that?
Good old Smackus, Attackus, Amackus, Wackus, Crackus.
Oh, okay.
It's your buddy.
Meow. Meow. Oh,
he's getting ready to go.
Attackus, Attackus.
He's still getting used to the new house.
I believe, like I said, depending on the store you go to, it's possible to find ginseng. But I know ginger root's pretty much sold just darn near everywhere. But yeah, you have to go to like Asian markets to get actual ginseng. And I've got a ton of those around my city.
Well, once we get
the
flower beds rebuilt and refurbished, I'm probably going to be asking you some questions about how to set the new one up, because I've never done that before. We almost bought raised beds, but we just ran out of cash today. So I had to spend over.
Don't be spending money that you don't have, otherwise you're going to end up in
I spent most of my money to get the house yesterday.
Yes.
Spent most of my paycheck to get it.
Don't
but that was the first paycheck I've gotten on time in over a month. The first two paychecks I've got this year from them, they kept.
Yeah, legally they cannot do that, right?
Oh, no, I know that. I went to a lawyer, and now they're not supposed to do that. They tried to make me find a fake, you're going to do a loan. You're going to have to pay it back. I don't have to pay anything back. So
no.
I already talked to a lawyer, a former state senator, covered, taken care of. So I got paid. I paid for the house to get in early. We're good. So, so how do you attach your posts when you make a raised bed? What do you use to connect them together?
Screws.
What kind of screws and how big? Because I don't have a drill right now.
I usually use deck screws. I don't like some of those screws. I don't like. I prefer to use the galvanized screws. I don't know why. I feel like they have a bigger thread bite than the standard deck screws. I don't want
to rust or anything like that. You know what I mean? Or contaminate the soil.
Good luck on the galvanized rusting. I have never seen one of those rust unless
I wasn't sure. That's why I'm asking.
Saturated in water for like eons in the sun, but no. You basically, depending on how big you want to do it, my recommendation is roughly about a 3x3 post in the corners, and then you just screw onto that. If you want higher reinforcement, you can get a piece of angle iron that's got holes drilled into it, and you can also use those to secure your corners on your outside boards just so they don't fall apart.
There's no boards on these. These are just basically posts that are just in a rectangular pattern on the ground, but they're about that tall.
No 4x4 post deck screws or anchors.
Like I said,
I
I'll
would
show you
use
pictures.
inner wall
You can-
anchor screws. You get them
Let
in
me see.
6, 8, 10, and 12 inch.
Well, give me a second here. I'll see if I can find a picture of the front yard and show it to you.
Yeah, I'm even into. Bill almost. That's a good way to keep your heart
Spark.
going.
That's how you keep the spark going.
Yeah.
Scare yourself to death.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Induction wire can burn your fingers. No, that's why welders don't use fingerprint scanners.
How do I share? Dang it! They changed everything from on StreamYard.
It's the same way as shared before. Go to where the little TV's at. That's right next to the person, in between the camera.
Give me a second here.
Share screen.
There we go. That's what the front yard looks
That's
like.
your front. Gee, you got a huge ass front yard, dude.
That's all I got. There's nothing left after that. And what you see is where there's supposed to be a sidewalk down here at the bottom, and it's covered with grass.
That's still a good sized bit of yard. I would personally get those boxes. I would move them up against the sidewalk, up against your walkway in the front.
There's actually those weeds, the bushes you see to the right are probably about over 5 feet tall now. And there's another bush you can't see off the side of this that's over 6 and huge. It needs to be trimmed down big time.
Yeah, that planter box, it looks like it's made the exact same way I made all mine. Those freaking fence posts.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. We're gonna make another one to match it on the other side. Over here on the other side, over here.
Yeah, I would just you're gonna need 8-inch or 8-inch, at least 8-inch anchor screws.
Okay.
They're gonna be expensive.
Okay.
Like $40 a box.
What you can't see is like right up here, there's a garden edging, those plastic garden edging things. It goes in an oval from the sidewalk from one end to the other. That's got like some ferns. It's got some hostas in there, some other stuff. But this is a very old picture. We don't get the garage, by the way. The garage is not a part of it. That's part of the next door. So
where's even your driveway then? That little space in between.
No. Okay, over here to the right, you'll see this little basketball hoop right there.
Yeah.
We have a fairly large driveway on the side. But there's where this post is right here, where the awning is. That's our awning, which goes to our kitchen.
So, is there any backyard at all? None. What?
About 10 yards or so. 10 feet from the back of the house to the edge of the backyard.
Yeah, that's enough to grow something.
Well, the thing is, most of their space is in the front yard.
So essentially, you have the backyard of an apartment complex.
Probably, yeah, because it's, but it's long. Like I said, it's about 30 yards, maybe. It's got a great place to put an archery range, but that's about it. But the front yard's I figured with the extra planter boxes, we can do all this stuff in the front yard.
And you can get with that planter box, if you shrank it by 1 foot, you could get like 4 or 5 of those across that whole section.
We don't have permission to do that. We can add on to it, but we cannot subtract. But we're thinking about adding a second one on the other side to balance out the yard. Then we could, split it up to plants or whatever else we need. Herbs on one side, regular vegetables on the other.
Got to have the 35K though drops. That's the thing. I ain't moving to Arkansas anyway. Fuck, that state sucks butt.
But it's a nice place. I mean, as you can see, it's there's more pictures that I will show you later though. But that's it. Nothing more.
Yeah, just don't get the version that Bill has. Those are like he got the like worst cattle panels that they make physically for cattle panels. Essentially, the cattle panels that Bill has, those are actually designed to be buried in the ground 2 feet.
So I don't need anything about cattle panels here.
Now you need to get the ones like Cliff has, all even spacing.
Yeah, my whole cattle panel grid is 2x4. I nailed dead on what Bill has for his cattle panels. I hate those cattle panels.
Does he got the little small ones that go bigger as they get taller?
Yeah, it starts at like 2x4 grid spacing, and then you get about 3 or 4 rows of that, and then it just starts getting bigger and bigger. And then you get to the top, and you're like 4x4 squares or 6x4 squares. Those panels are designed to be buried.
Yeah.
To keep critters from digging through and getting into where you don't want them.
Those are also known as hog panels to keep little piglets in there.
Yes.
The little piglets.
Well, guys, I'm going to let you go because I'm getting tired.
All right.
Thank you for allowing me to come up and talk about some of the stuff that I've,
Yes, sir. Well, again, congrats for finally getting into a house.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure Jenny's super happy that she doesn't have to sit there and shower in a shitty hotel shower anymore.
She's smiling over here because she just got because our bathroom is huge.
Nice.
Literally, it's a 6-foot long shower. There's no tub, just a shower, but it's huge. It's got. We actually went and spent money to get a new shower curtain and everything for she could shower tonight.
Nice.
So I will give you guys more information of a tour later next week when I have full internet so I can actually walk around and show you. But we actually have one plant we're not sure what it is. Even the landlord has no clue what it is, but it keeps on coming back and it's huge. So we might have to ask you if you know what it is before we cut it down.
Assuming your landlord allows you to cut it down.
Oh, no. He's tried to cut it down. Yeah. He said he's going to take a chainsaw to cut it down because he's cut it down like 4 times. Keeps coming back.
God, that almost sounds like an elm tree.
Not a tree. I've never seen anything like it. I know what an elm is. I've actually grown elms before, but nothing like that. But if you could just send me
a picture of what the tree looks like in the leaf patterns, I can probably tell you what tree it is just from that.
Well, I'll take a picture of it tomorrow and send it to you.
All right. And
you can figure it out and tell me what it is because we have no use for it. It's in a really bad spot and that kind of thing.
Well, as long as if your landlord is willing to get rid of this damn thing, then you do it.
Okay. I will catch you later. Thank you for coming. Let me come up again. Catch you guys later. Be well.
All right. Take care. Good night. Have a good one. Some people don't know how to use Google Lens. I've had to use it. So here's the funny thing. I have two random plants that have popped up in one of my planters. 100%. I did not put these seeds in those planters or this planter. It is the one planter that I had that was spaced that I was supposed to be trying to grow habaneros, and then I had onions on each side, on each end. I've had 2 plants pop up on that thing. No idea where they came from. One of them it was the first time I checked it, it labeled it as a moonflower. So it's like this weird green plant, sends out little stalks, and then it like branches off a couple of times, and it sends out these little white, about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch wide little white flowers. And I've Google Lensed it like 3 times, and it keeps giving me different answers each time, but it's supposedly a moonflower.
A moonflower?
Similar to like a little white daisy almost, like the same leaf pattern. And another plant that I popped up the other day was, let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I still have it on my Google Lens listing search here. I might have to actually go out and take another picture of it. It looks like a fern. It has the same leaf pattern. But here's the funny part. So when that thing first popped up, I thought it was a squash. Because the first 2 leaves that came out were big, fat, round leaves like this. Big old fat. So I thought it was a squash. because that's usually how squash and or like a radish starts off. It doesn't send out the first the first solar leaves. It always sends out like just big old fat round leaves. So I was like, all right, cool. I got a squash over here randomly. It's not a squash. It was. You know what? Let me see if I have enough daylight. I'm gonna run out there on my Google Lens it real quick, and then I'll show you what this plant looks like. Actually, I'll take a picture of the other one, and then I'll take a Google Lens picture of that one. So give me like 2 minutes. I'll let Jason hold the fort down. Oh, son of a bean slap! It's dark outside. Shit. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm here. I was looking up common ground sorrel, and I was going to see if that was it. And I hope that's not what it is. Because that stuff is hard to get rid of. Who knows what it is? They'll probably have to wait for it to get bigger so I can take a picture of it. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I got that beer tonight. Haven't had one of those in a long time. Oh, and there I am. Yes, I love red beer. You may fall down. Cliff, these shoelaces are untied. Trip, fall. He'll be back here momentarily.
Oh, that was entertaining. I had to go take out a floodlight in order to take a picture of these damn things. I'm not going to fall down. I'm not that drunk yet. It was like a couple weeks ago. I was wasted. So here's the first picture. I'm going to go big screen, Jason.
Go ahead.
So here's the first one. This is about as good as I could take it with the effects that I have. So
Oh.
there we go.
Yeah,
it's called a moonflower or a night flower or something like that.
I'm trying to remember the other common name for it.
But yeah, it started off real small and then got real big real fast.
That is a natural desert weed. I mean, it'd be nice if I can get a better look on it. Here, take a look at this. See if this is it. I hope this is not it.
Because, I mean, I can still Google. I have the option of Google Lensing this to actually tell you what the plant is. Because I still have that option. As long as I can take a picture of it. It blooms sort of during the daytime and at nighttime.
I hope that's
negative. That is a family of what the hell is that thing called? Oh my god. Stupid weed that has a little. No, that's not what it is.
okay. I was making sure. Yeah, that looks more like the natural desert flower.
What is that?
I'm trying to remember.
That one looks. I have that version of dandelion at my house, but that's not what this is.
Yeah, this is not dandelion.
White campion is what mine is.
Yeah, this is what you do not want in your yard. Is common ground sorrel.
Yeah, that ground sorrel is a pain in the ass, but that's not ground sorrel. That is a thistle version of a freaking dandelion, and that weed is a pain in the ass. So here it is. Get the hell off my search bar.
Yeah, I literally had to nuke that plant to get rid of it.
So essentially, this is the plant. This is what it looks like. So it is called a white campion, Selene latifolia, also known as bladder campion. Shares with Selene vulgaris, but essentially.
Let me try this.
This is what the flower looks like. So here is a different version, and that's exactly what that thing does. It's got the white flower, and then it's got the like little pod behind it.
I don't recognize that plant.
Yeah, I don't either. It is a weird one that just popped up in my garden bed one day, and I was like, "What in the heck is this?"
Well,
And
you
then
can
here's
also
the other
go.
one. So here's what this other one looks. It looks like. So that's this one here. It's a hard view to get on there without it trying to. It looks exactly like a fern. Does the exact same things. Like during the daytime, the leaves fold out, and at nighttime they do this. They close up on it.
No,
It's not a morning glory.
yeah, morning glory is a vine, a short vine.
According to this, is likely a type of crassula, specifically resembling Crassula marnierana, also known as jade necklace. But I don't know. No, that's not jade necklace. There's no way in hell. It's that plant is more like a fern. And it grows like my neighbor's tree, which is really funky. But again, I will have to wait till this plant gets bigger to truly identify it. But right now, plant's only about 1.5 inches tall. So yeah, no, it's definitely not jade necklace. That's for sure. It's not a jade plant either. And this didn't even give me the right classification for the whole ass plant last time.
Here it is.
Here we go. I think here's the plant.
There you go.
Problem with that is I don't have my YouTube site up. That's just sad.
That is the closest I can get.
Yeah, that doesn't even look like that plant.
The flower?
No, because the flower's got petals. That one has more. That's more like a trumpet, like something you would get from like a trumpet vine.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
So that little plant that I have, the flower petals are more like a little like daisy. Hey, Obstacle, welcome back. Yeah, it doesn't even generate that seed pod because it's one of those ones where the base of the flower turns into the seed pod, similar to like a marigold. Yeah, kind of like I said, moonflower is what that thing told me originally.
I found something that looks very similar to it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the sacred datura. I'm looking at it, but the leaves are wrong. And again, each one of those petals, it's an individual petal. So it's a weird one. Best I can do is take a picture of it during the daytime.
And try and do it again.
And then go from there. Because again, I'm doing this at nighttime. I don't have the right lighting. I'm out there using basically a floodlight so I can see what the heck I'm doing to try to get the best image picture of it. But yeah, so I'll review this all tomorrow so I can get a better understanding or possible better view of what that actually is. And dove season starts next weekend. Nice. September 1st.
So it's September 1st. As soon as the sun comes up, it's going to be bang, 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 bang for the first
Yeah.
3 hours.
I hate when that does that. Sorry. It's not intentional. And I did get your comment yesterday, Molly. I just haven't responded to it because I've just been super busy today. And last night I fell asleep with my phone on my face. I was that wiped. I didn't even feel it hit me. I woke up 2 hours later and that sucker was just like right here, still going. I'm like, oh wow. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go over there and pee on some of Bill's trees. Bill, even though you have all that amount of work done, you're on an acreage-ish, more or less, off-grid space. Your yard work will not end until the day you pass away and become fertilizer yourself. There will be plenty of opportunities for me to venture over and assist you.
Yeah, and make sure you
something random
and put some urea on the tree.
Custom, as much as I drink, I'll be putting a lot on there. Telling you, man, pee on your trees, pee in your garden. Shit, pee on your freaking peas. Pee on your peas. You'd be surprised how fast them suckers will grow when you do that.
Well, yeah,
I don't know how. I still have 3 peas that have survived the entire summer, and they're still going.
Oh, wow.
I planted like 20 of them damn things. I have 3 left that are just kicking it. They're just like, yeah, we jamming.
Yeah, just don't get too close when you're peeing on the corn.
Yeah, those leaves are very, very sharp. You don't want a Phillips screwdriver on your head, to say the least.
It'll cut you wide open.
Yeah, actually the worst one is bamboo. Do not ever pee on a bamboo bush.
Yeah, you don't want a second circumcision.
No, you don't. Bill, I don't eat our salads.
Yeah, just make sure everything's washed for about a week or so before you eat it.
You look at it this way. The plant is going to absorb, break down, and digest whatever the hell you put on it.
Mm-hmm.
So to be honest, after like 2 weeks, if you can pee on that thing heavily. After 2 weeks, whatever you've peed on, it's already been absorbed anyways.
Yeah,
it's going to be broken down into the ground. Every time you add water, it slightly dissipates or dilutes it. So the only thing I can say for sure is I don't recommend you peeing on your beans.
Yeah.
Don't pee on your beans. Also found out the hard way, don't fertilize your beans either.
No, it just stops them from producing. They go in the growth.
It slows them down to a dramatic, like you might as well have just planted them.
Yeah, was it potassium nitrate and phosphate? No nitrogen. No nitrogen. All that does is makes the plant grow.
Yeah. Second, third, or fourth release.
Well, like I said, that DEF fluid, that's just urea.
Concentrated urea.
Yep.
Never peed on corn. Never knew you could. I mean, I've seen people pee on trees over the decades, and those trees get massively huge. But that could be a lot of determining factors on that tree too.
You don't have any dogs, so you can do that. If you have dogs, don't pee in your garden, because then the dogs will go in there and mark their territory too.
Pee on the dog. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. I mean, somebody here is going to find this disgusting, disturbing, and just gross. But every once in a while, I will just open the lid to one of my water bins, and I will just pee directly into that.
Like I said, it's free urea. It breaks down after 24 hours.
You're diluting the hell out of it anyway. So to be honest, you're really only putting. I got 35. I got 35s, 44s, and 55s. You pee in a 55-gallon drum full of water, stir it, and you don't even have to worry about dilution process. It's already diluted the minute you're done, unless you're minerals 5 minutes straight.
Well, at least you're not like the old Roman Empire where you're cleaning and bleaching your clothes in it.
Exactly. But again, Cecilia, I understand it sounds extremely gross, but it is essentially free fertilizer that is actually beneficial to your plants.
And not only that, that's how I dropped that bobcat in front of the camera.
Pee on the camera?
No, I peed next to the camera. And then, 2 days later, cat came by, did the same thing.
Yeah, welcome back, Deb.
Hello, Deb.
I think I'm going to get a refill. Figure I have a second one. My glass was no longer cold, by the way. So.
Yeah, I'm still on my first one.
Nub's Revenge. Greetings, welcome, salutations. Thank you for joining us. We are talking about outdoor stuff, gardening, and you just missed a fun conversation. So good on you. Ooh, any sort of plants. Beans, squash, cucumbers, zucchinis, radishes, beans. I said that already. Corn. Kumquats, but that's technically not a plant. That's a tree. Still considered a plant. I mean, you name it. Most of us here have either grown it, are growing it, or know somebody that is currently or has grown it. We have a wide variety of growing spectrums. I'm growing over here in Zone 7A in the desert. This gentleman is
8B.
In a slightly not desert, but desert. And then we've got those of us in the chat. Got a couple of 7A in Tennessee. We've got Drops, I believe, is 6A. Over in Arkansas. Deb, Grace is, I believe, 6A as well. I don't know about eating corn silk. I'm assuming you mean by corn silk those little tassels at the top of the corn cob. Didn't know those things were actually useful other than generating or producing the
kernels.
Kernel, yeah, there you go. Kernels on the cob itself.
Or tea.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. If I do sauerkraut, it's good for my stomach because I'm going to be throwing up my stomach contents. I do not like the taste.
No. I can get it out of the jar and put it in a hot dog. All at the same time.
It's basically cabbage with spicy, like horseradish and freaking mayonnaise.
Vinegar.
Gross.
You gonna go get you make your other food, or are you getting another bottle?
And we're also talking about plants slightly what's the word I'm looking for? We are talking about plants.
Wow. Took me an hour and a half to drink that beer.
Yeah.
Or, no, an hour and 10 minutes. Sorry.
I was about to say an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah. Mayonnaise, yeah. You put that on your corn cob. When it's on a stick.
Oh, Drops is in 7B. Arkansas is actually considered 7B. I thought that would be like 6A or 6B. I didn't know it was low enough on the belt to actually be part of 7A.
Talking about
I'm 7A/7B. I might have just enough in here for a second one. It's a good thing I got a whole nother bottle. I might as well just pour the whole damn thing in there. Ooh, shit. I got that right on. It's like right there.
You get to sit the tip of it off and pour it.
That is it. That was the 4 ounces, 100%, 4 ounces. Coleslaw, sauerkraut, It's all the same to me. I won't touch that stuff. It tastes, in my opinion, it tastes nasty. All right, I can put that back up there. My bottle's empty. I can drop that in my trash can.
Well, I said that earlier. It can be used as a tea.
Yeah, I did not know that. I did not know you could use the corn tassels or those little fibrous hairs for that reason. I just thought they were part of the corn for corn germination. See, I learn things every time I'm on here. I learn something random.
I said I've heard of people using it as a tea, but I've never seen it done.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that as a tea. This is the first time I've heard about it. I know there's a lot of things you can make as tea.
Okra flowers.
I don't know about that one, but I mean, I suppose. I suppose you can make anything a tea once or twice, depending on whether or not you may or may not have an allergic reaction to it.
Like a snake bite?
Yeah. There are people that are 100% immune to snake bites, and they're just like, whatever.
No, like that one last week. I found out what exactly happened.
Wait, what? Now, what is this now?
A couple weeks ago when that hiker got bit by that rattlesnake and died.
I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, he was on the trail, and he went to go reach down and pick up the snake.
What a dumb squawk.
Okay, Eastern Diamondback. And come to find out, he was allergic to the venom. As in,
Like deathly allergic?
yes, anaphylactic shock to the venom.
Yeah, so he died within like 5 minutes.
In under 30 minutes. It was by the trailhead, too.
What a moron. Who just decides to randomly pick up a venomous snake?
You see a
Not
buzzworm,
poisonous.
you leave it alone. You see a buzzworm on the trail, you leave it alone. You go around it.
That's a nope rope. That's a danger noodle.
Buzzworm?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. I figured I want to throw that one in there because that too. And also that other video I sent to you yesterday. Did you see that one?
I might have. I might not
The
have.
Walmart shrimp?
No, I don't even remember that one.
Okay. Hit your mute button. Watch the whole thing. We're going to watch you laugh.
I'm assuming you sent that one on Instagram, right?
Yes, yesterday.
I legit don't remember even getting anything yesterday from you.
Mm-hmm.
Like 100% don't remember.
Yeah, less than 7 days. If somebody put up a song like that, I about fell over laughing.
Oh, yeah, looks like I got 3 messages. I must not have seen it.
Huh?
Nubs, by plantains, I'm assuming you mean bananas?
Yeah, the plantains?
Oh, not the banana. What other plantains are there? Pardon my ignorance. I understand I'm a gardening channel at this point, but I thought the only plantain was a banana. I'm gonna be dead honest. Fried and salted, so good. Which one I'm talking about? The weed.
I was working on the elderberries tonight.
Plantago majorum broadleaf longleaf. I don't know which plantain you're talking about.
Oh, plantain. No, that's a short little ground cover succulent.
No, I don't. Are you sure you sent it to me, Jason?
I thought I did.
No, did you send it like from you personally, or did you send it on the group account?
No, I sent it to you personally.
Yeah, no, you never sent it.
I'm going to have to fix that.
Because I'm looking at it, it says you were active 23 minutes ago, and the last thing I got from you was I'm going live right now for last week. Oops, I just fucking hate when I do that. Ooh. So I got all kinds of random stuff. Possum Den. Ooh, what's Possum Den showing?
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, those are a lot of cool bags. Active, but still hasn't sent it.
I just sent it.
It'll probably take it like 20 minutes to get over here. Dry the juice and powderize it. So similar along the same process lines of doing like dehydrated spaghetti sauce. I was almost positive that I heard somewhere that they said the actual true banana no longer exists, and everything that we have nowadays is just a
It's a
clone
hybrid.
or a hybrid.
Almost like corn.
Yeah. Dude, if you actually looked up what ancient corn looked like, you'd be surprised that those people actually somehow survived eating that. Because you're talking about a kernel, a corn kernel the size of like a dime or a nickel, but there was only like 20 or 30 of them on a corn cob. Like, how you can do anything? You got to eat like 600 of them suckers to even make enough corn flour for anything. Oh, India equals kinda. I thought you meant like an indica, and I was like, I didn't know you grew that bush over there. Yeah, that's what I thought that the original. Still haven't gotten it, by the way.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I was almost 100% positive. I read somewhere that the true actual banana no longer exists, and we have clones hybrids. But that does not necessarily mean that it is not physically possible to crossbreed and get the original banana strain like you can with a lot of other things. When it comes to peppers, unfortunately, that is the biggest mix mash of DNA spectrum physically possible because of the amount of pepper breeders out there that are literally trying to hybridize every pepper with something else to get an entirely different pepper. And eventually you will lose out on the true strain of a pepper.
That's why I'm trying to keep that one I have alive.
I really got to, one of these days, I actually need to just take a picture of the freaking Peter Pepper plant that I've managed to keep alive for nearly 2 years. Like, had it last year, planted it, kept it alive in the greenhouse. This is technically the second year I've had it. That bush is like 3 feet tall, almost.
That video's too long.
Say what?
The video's too long to send.
You can't find the original and just like send it over?
Yeah, I have.
That's probably why you couldn't send it.
Yeah, the video was too long.
Yep.
There's other ways I can send it.
Which was resistant to the disease, but is now also under threat from a new strain of the same fungus. See, that's the problem. Is there's always something out there that will get to it at some point. Right, exactly. Not everything is immune to everything, but sometimes you get the random strain that's just like middle finger to everything that tries to touch it. Like wild bees. Me and Jason are trying to get splits from wild bees. Why? Because them suckers know how to get rid of the damn freaking bee mites.
Yeah, the gorilla mites.
I would love to have acreage so I can do 1/4 of an acre of bees, and All I'm doing is I'm just planting wildflowers around them. Actually, you know what? Screw wildflowers. Sunflowers are the best way to go, in my opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion alone, as somebody who has grown sunflowers for the last 4 years, like successfully, depending on the variety you either get one big sunflower or you get a plant that has 20 or 30 little sunflowers on there. Even if you get a 2 to 3 inch sunflower head, that is still a 3-inch space that those bees can just sit there and collect all the pollen and whatnot for their hives.
Check your email.
I have an email account? Shit.
Well, your Yahoo, your email account.
Some guy named Payson Jest Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Who in the heck is that? Damn.
Will it play on there?
Yeah, I have to download it first. That's weird.
Oh, yeah.
You could have just sent that straight to my text message.
Yeah, I could have done that too.
I'm just like, you could have just straight messaged me. You have my phone number.
I forgot about that. I rarely ever call you. I call you on Instagram.
See if it lets me do it.
I bought you from the freezer back in aisle 2. Glowing plastic and I saw.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my volume button on here.
Just mute your side. And we'll watch you laugh.
Well, if I can't hear what he's saying, well, I suppose I can read the lyrics.
No, you have to hear the song too at the same time.
Well, then I can't mute it.
No, you mute your StreamYard.
Oh, mute my StreamYard. Hell,
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay, so.
Then we can see you laugh. Yes, most native plants do. But you don't get a high yield out of them like you do with the hybrids. Oh, gotta start the generator. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to start giggling. Yeah, I sent him a video. It's all over the internet. It's about the Walmart with their radioactive shrimp. It was less than 7 days when this video came out. And there's millions and millions of views on it already, and everybody's just laughing. Beautiful meme. But you have to be an older person to understand the music that's being played with it. It's played with the Buggles. The video killed the radio star, and they just dubbed it with the different lyrics. And it is funny. Yeah, it's almost over. So my dad was laughing for a long time.
Okay, that was actually pretty damn funny.
Yeah, it is. After 3 weeks, the sugar ants. Got to find their source and give them a little bit of cornmeal. Let them find it.
CR, why were you rocking it? You were literally on my live like an hour and 20 minutes ago. Like, did you just decide to pack up and just like go on a sabbatical?
Yeah, Cecilia, you can also use boric acid. Mix that with a little bit of sugar, a cup of water, let it dissolve. Put it on a cotton ball, let them find it.
Shit, I'm way up here. Damn.
they'll drink that liquid and take it back to their home, and it'll take care of them.
Got through
Again, with the ants, you gotta let them find the food, or else they will not, or they will reject it if you force feed them it.
Ooh, speaking of, I'm looking at black sunflower seeds is the best for growing for livestock. Jason, those 2 heads that have the mammoths have not been touched by the birds yet.
Ooh.
I am looking forward to harvesting the shit out of those 2 heads.
You got them covered?
No, not yet. The birds, they don't even know those 2 are there. They've been eating all the little ones because the little ones are ripening faster.
Yeah.
The minute I see 1 or 2 seeds missing from a section, that head's coming off. But
Okay.
I have tons of them already.
Okay, here's how to take care of almost all ants. Okay, you take a teaspoon of boric acid per 1 cup of water, and 2 tablespoons of sugar per 1 cup of water. You bring 1 cup of water up to temperature, like about 110 degrees. You melt the sugar in there, then you put the boric acid in there, stir that in there, let it dissolve. You pour it in a jar, put a lid on it, let it cool off. And then when you need to use it, you get some tongs and a cotton ball, dip it in there, put the cotton ball about 6 inches, 10 inches away from where the ants are. The ants will find it. They'll come in and they'll suck the water off of the cotton ball and take that toxin back to their nest. Boric acid is toxic to insects.
So is soap water.
Yeah.
See, are still wearing it. Oh, I got sugar. I got them stupid little black ants so bad over here. They probably outnumber me 1,000,000,000 to 1. And I can't, no matter what I do, I can't get rid of them. I've buried them in boiling water. I've put bleach on them. I have flamethrowered them. I have buried their holes.
Gunpowder?
And they just keep coming. At this point, I'm going to start making liquid lead, and I'm just going to start pouring it down the hole.
Yeah. You can use the cornmeal method too as well. But these are the little sugar ants. They're tiny.
Yeah, those are the annoying little ants.
Mm-hmm.
They
They're
don't
just annoying.
sting when they pinch, but they're really annoying.
They're just annoying in the numbers, and you can smell them.
Yeah, those things smell nasty when you squish them. It smells like burnt plastic.
Well, that's the acid that they have in their stinger pouches.
Or the mandibles or whatever. Yeah, it's...
No, ants actually have a stinger on them, just like a wasp.
I always get bit. They never sting me. They always try to bite me.
No, they bite you, and then they curl their abdomen towards you, and they'll sting you.
I never even feel it. I always feel the pinch of the mandibles more than anything. I mean, you could use a spider for ants, but the problem is you got to have a little spider for little ants. And that spider's only going to be able to eat so many ants.
Yeah, boric acid is like about $3 for like 30 ounces.
You could just vinegar spray the hell out of them with vinegar, sterilize them. They won't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, there's a couple of YouTube videos out there on it.
I just sent you, if you really want to get rid of an ant mound, get a shovel, dig up the hole, dump it right next to another one. 98% of the time, they'll just wipe each other out. Ant wars. And that's the end of those colonies. Me, I just stomp the hell out of them with a hammer, or I pack their hole down tight and I stomp on them constantly.
Yeah, it's also known as borax. Like as in the borax 20 mil team dishwashing
Soap.
or
Yeah,
laundry
again,
soap. Yeah.
soap.
Yeah.
Because they are exotherms, they breathe through their skeletons. So yeah, you cover them with soap water and bubbly water, they can't breathe and they suffocate.
Yep. They suck in the water and they drown.
Just about every bug on the planet I have seen that you could just spray with soap water and the thing's dead within 5 minutes.
Yeah. That's how we used to take care of the bees when they were a problem, when we were in like sensitive areas where we couldn't use the wasp freeze.
Yep, just spray them with soap water.
Mm-hmm.
I had another gentleman who did the same thing, and yeah, for his campfire stories, yeah, they would just spray them at the top of the tree with a hose, soap
Yep.
water hose.
Don't hit them with the stream. Let it rain on top of them.
Yep. If you hit them with a stream, it's just gonna piss them off.
Yeah, they follow the stream. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Soap works too. 1 ounce of Dawn soap per gallon of water, and it doesn't stain sidewalks or anything.
It doesn't stain anything. It just leaves a funky residue, but it won't stain it because again, when the minute it rains, it just washes it off anyway.
Yeah. Now,
And then you start to see the bubbles.
wasp freeze will actually stain a sidewalk.
I wonder if you could kill them with like powdered chalk, like basically aerosol chalk. Like if you take just a couple of chalks and grind it up and just spray them with that like a puffer.
No, I'm not going to waste the chocolate.
Shit, chalk's cheap. It's like $1.50 a case or like a box.
But chocolate or chalk?
No, chalk.
Oh, okay.
Sidewalk chalk.
Yeah.
Essentially, human use is Bestos or drywall. Or gypsum. Sorry, gypsum. It's the same difference. Essentially what chalk really is. Drywall. I think the only difference between drywall and chalk is the fact that drywall actually has particulates of like glass in it, or
Yeah.
fiberglass or whatever the hell's in there.
Yeah, I used to live a couple of miles away from the borax mine. There's only 2 borax mines in the world that are usable.
I work about 10 minutes away from the
No,
gypsum
one-
processing mine or
and one
plant.
in Israel.
On top of flat, the borax.
Edwards Air Force Base is right next to it. Yeah, by boron.
Oh yes, 100%. It's not just any insect there drops. It's specifically ants. Ants outnumber us like a million.
Ants
There
can
might
be
be-
a benefit and a burden at the same time.
Yeah, there might be 8.2 to 8.4 billion people on the earth, but when it comes to ants, Jesus Christ, you're probably looking at like 100 to 200 times that number.
Yeah, like I said, they're great for aerating the soil, stuff like that. Firefly, how you doing?
Lori, long time no see.
Yeah.
How have you been? How's the family?
Yeah, remember, it kills the ants instantly, but you need to actually get the nest. You need to get the queen. You don't get the queen, you don't get the colony.
Yeah, I was struggling with the red ants over here for like 3 weeks. I just kept, every time they dig a hole, I would just bury them in like 3-4 inches of dirt every other day. And they just kept moving the exit about a foot away from where I bury them.
Yeah.
And I was, you know what? I was like, screw this. So I went and freaking got my Amdro and I just squirted Amdro everywhere around where they were done in 2 days. The whole colony gone.
Yeah, like I said, they have to find it.
I don't know what it is with the Amdro. Like you can literally drop that on the ants.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good night, Lori. Appreciate you stopping by, dear.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Hopefully we see more of you, but I know you're always busy with family and the property and all that. So either way, it was good to see you, dear. Hope
Yep.
you're having a good weekend. Be well, be safe. Take care.
Another person I haven't seen in a while is Uga.
Yeah, Hugo doesn't really pop onto my channels all that often. I don't know why.
I'll see her on Shawnee's channel.
Yeah, she always pops up on Shawnee's channel. Not mine. Look. There you go, Lori. Just for you.
Yep.
Be well, be safe, dear. Good to see you. I haven't seen Jacques. Not Jacques. God damn it, what was his name? My other Canadian friend.
Yeah.
God damn it. Jean-Marc. I haven't seen Jean-Marc in a while either.
Yeah.
So that tells me he's either A, busy with his garden or other various reasons. But, it is what it is. It's not like I'm not forcing people to show up on my channel.
No,
If you pop on, you pop on. If you don't pop on, I'm not holding you at gun or knife point.
no.
I ain't holding none of your children hostage to be like, yeah, if you don't come up here, I'm going to keep them. I bet you if I did that, somebody's going to be like, go for it. Keep the little bastard.
Yeah, I don't have to feed them and water them and house them.
Right, I'm gonna be like, all right, well, now that I own you, you're going outside and you're doing yard work all day long. I'll be back at 4 to keep my plants alive. If you don't keep my plants alive, you don't get to eat. Just be thankful, folks, that I'm not on a cotton plantation. That's another one. That is another that is expensive.
Yeah,
The processing for cotton is just ridiculous.
it is.
I'm 100% sure there. I mean, I can hold you at fork points, but I mean, if you really want to fork around, we can.
Yeah,
But yeah.
get the serving spoon in the back of the head, whack.
Does a stirring spoon work too?
Yeah, well, that'll work too. Yeah,
Those are long-handled spoons. These are the teaspoons. Bam! Ooh! Get that nice little oval-shaped spot right on the forehead.
oh, there's cotton fields everywhere.
I have never once seen the cotton fields, and I've driven through like 15 states easy.
Yeah, they used to be all over the Valley of the Sun when we first got there, and we slowly saw people growing houses instead of cotton or citrus.
Speaking of citrus, my plants are going to. I still have not cut that damn branch off from my citrus plant and replanted it. It
Oh,
is still on the bush. It's still on the original plant.
you still watering it though?
Yeah, I'm still watering it every day,
Okay.
keeping it alive, keeping it growing. It hasn't died yet. None of the leaves have fallen off. They haven't done the taquito or burrito effect yet. So
That's good.
I just have to have time. Unfortunately, for the next 2 weeks, I don't have any time. This week I had 1 day off. I had to work due to circumstances. Next week, same problem. I've got to work an extra day due to circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm only going to have Thursday off. Hopefully next week or the week after that, I should be on my normal schedule again. And if not, well, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah.
I think it this way. The more money I make, the more money I have.
Yeah, especially after the AC unit.
The more money you make,
That surprisingly barely made a dent in my funds. I've actually been doing
the more
good.
money you make, the more things break.
Yeah. The more money you make, the more things break.
I'm not really bragging about how much money I have. I'm usually most of the time I'm poor as dirt, like dirt poor. Like the amount of funds I currently actually have on hand, majority of people would be like, you're in freaking you might as well be homeless at that current level. I was doing fine, but here's the problem. Truck payment, insurance, and AC all came out in the same week.
Ooh.
Hate when that coincidence happens.
Yes.
So yeah, it kind of sucks. It did put a small bite in my coffers, but not enough to affect me detrimentally. So I'm not. You know what? You're on here, so I can do this. I'm just gonna put this in the private chat, Jason.
Yes.
There's that. Get you a good laugh.
Yes, it does.
Because I pay attention and I don't do things that I don't need to do. Again, I'd be on the slightly poorer level if I continued to buy flashlights, but I have refrained from buying flashlights in almost a year and a half. Despite all the really nice flashlights they keep putting out, I have stopped buying flashlights.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't bought an air gun in a little over 2 years now.
Bill, I didn't know you ran squash. Hell, half the time you barely run sunflower seeds. But I'm pumped.
He ran, she ran, we ran.
Yeah. Because you brag about it too much there, Drops. I'm poor. I'm on the poor side of the spectrum. Top of the hour for Jason and Cliff. No, I'm not leaving at the top of there. I still got like 21 minutes.
Yeah.
I started a little late because my computer took a little longer to restart.
Yes.
You'll notice I'm not having any issues on this second live.
No, it looks like your computer worked.
So I don't know what was going on with the first live, and like halfway through it, the thing decided to be stupid and be weird.
Well, at least he didn't run out of time.
Yeah, I'm always saying at least you didn't run out of time because it reset a few days ago.
Oh my god, that was no, literally my reset time was the day after.
Yeah.
I was so pissed. I didn't, because normally it always tells me when I start a live, it's like, oh, you're getting close to, or you're getting close to your hours, and I usually
You have this much time left.
Yeah, it always gives me that notification at the top of my page saying, no, you're getting close to your hours. Most of the time I ignore it because I rarely go over like 15, 18 hours. So I still thought I had like 3-4 hours left, but I guess apparently throughout the previous 30 days, I went like 2 or 3 lives that were like 5 hours plus, I guess. I don't know. So I went over, when I ended that live, it was like 5 minutes over, and I was like, shit, if I would have known that, I wouldn't even turn off the live.
Oh.
Because once you start the live, even if you passed your hours, they'll let you
grace time.
You get a grace period of like an hour to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And I've done it before. I just didn't know I was at that level. So again, thank you for slightly saving my butt last week, Jason.
Yeah. And by the way, Deb, quail report.
Yes. We wish to have update on the baby chickens, or the little micro chickens.
Yeah. The Roadrunner food.
My camera decided to go. It focused, and then I did that, and then it went blurry again. Stupid bastard.
Yeah. I did see the pictures, Deb.
I think I would rather, at this point, I would like to have a slight bit more money than where I have now, because then it would allow me to do things outside my yard and Home Depot. That's another thing I haven't done this entire season, is buy shit from Home Depot and Lowe's, aside from the air conditioner unit, which I desperately needed because I was dying.
I spent money today at Lowe's.
Oh, Jason spent money with his employee discount, turd.
Yeah. I saved about $60.
How much was the item?
Before or after the sale?
Before.
Before the clearance, $40 each.
I'm going to smack you with a hammer.
I paid $8.50 each for them.
I'm going to hit you with a hammer strapped to a rotting fish. You suck.
David and I grabbed the last 2 of the saws, of the hand saws. And there was only I think we got the last ones of the little bit drivers from the DeWalt's. I'll be right back. I'll go get them.
So I totally wrote that backwards. I was supposed to say this.
No.
Friends are definitely better. The only problem is I don't have any friends in this state. All my friends live in Colorado. I do not consider my coworkers my friends. They are people I have to suffer through. That's how I figure it. I don't hang out with my coworkers. The only one I actually get along with is my boss, and me and him have a couple of drinks every Tuesday, and we're good to go. the disadvantage of, I don't know if it's a disadvantage or advantage of working 20 feet from a bar. But I have been, essentially, I've given permission to drink on the job as long as I don't get completely shit-faced or 3 sheets to the wind and piss off customers. I can have one here, one there.
That's nice.
But truth be told, I will not normally drink under any circumstances during my actual work shift. We have the update right here, Jason, for your viewing pleasure.
5 weeks old. Not growing yet. Oh, okay. To bigger tubes tomorrow. All right. That's that.
Oh, you got the DeWalt 40-piece kit. That's a good set.
The one with the sockets in there.
Nice.
All impact.
Yep, those are the impact rated ones.
Mm-hmm.
I have a set that I've been trying to find more of. I've only got 3 of them. I picked them up at either Home Depot, Lowe's, or Walmart, but they no longer carry that item.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one of those, but mine's yellow.
And it's almost like got the Teflon smooth on them. Nice, good back on there. And it's got the ruler on there.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I've got the ones, I have the one that tells you what angle it is when you cut it. So you can cut things at a 45-degree angle, 25-degree angle. Yeah, there you go, 45, and yeah, the other one 90. If you basically you can use the saw itself as
a speed square.
straight line.
Speed square.
Yeah.
Yeah, so since I used my last saw to cut up the roofing.
Yeah, I kind of ate into it.
Yeah, it did. So I figured, yeah, okay, $8. Yeah, I can do that. And it also has a holster for the carpenter pencil.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I'll use it for that, but yeah. But this is way more solid than the last one I got.
Yeah, that looks like a good one. I have no idea what the hell a top step is there. Drops. I don't do a lot of that stuff on my end, so a lot of those terms are going to be completely lost on me. Actual new windshield before serious winter and headlights. Ooh, and plates. I'm like, damn, Deb's going to be broke after fixing up the van. Yep, I agree, dude. That sucks too.
Yeah, so I couldn't pass this up.
Yeah, that's not a bad saw. Mind you, I got mine at Harbor Freight, but hey.
No, this is from Lowe's, not Harbor.
Yeah, no, that's one of the good saws.
Yeah, it is.
That's a weird noise.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a nice upgraded, backbone saw for the miter box, the hand miter box.
The other one.
It's the yellow one. Yeah,
I need the saw for mine. I don't know if I actually still have the miter box though.
yeah. I got 2 miter boxes and I got 2 saws, but yeah, there's just sometimes they just don't want to cut correctly.
I don't.
That's the Harbor Freight thing.
Well, technically with those, you're actually supposed to clamp the board, but everybody here, like everybody does it. We just clamp it by hand and just cut.
No, I clamp them if I have the space for it.
I thought you were Deb. I didn't know you changed your name to Broke. Could sell more of those cast iron pans that you randomly collect, like Colin does.
Hold on.
Daughter's home? Oh no, she was home like an hour ago.
Other one.
Ah. Ugh. Wait, wasn't that your old van, Deb, or was that the new one that you recently purchased? Sorry about that, folks. I would have loved to have had a lot of the other people from the other chat pop in, but it is, like I said, it is what it is. I'm not forcing people to be here. And I am still very happy with the amount of people that are here tonight. That means you guys love me. Now, I don't know where my freaking drunk Georgian friend is at. I haven't seen him in like 2 or 3 weeks. So I wonder if he passed out in the pool and died or unalived himself. No, I'm just kidding. I know he didn't. His ass knows how to. He better know how to swim. He owns a boat. If he doesn't, then I'm gonna laugh at him.
He's probably working
Not this late at night. No, he ain't working.
or
I
sleeping.
know his ass is at home drinking. You know who I'm talking about. The only one we got that watches us from Georgia.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in like 2. Well, no, I think he popped in last week for the 1 hour live for like 5 minutes.
No.
Dude, Deb, this is what pisses me off with the new versus used market on vehicles. So my truck, I picked up for like $23K. Pretty damn cheap considering it was a new used. It had like 2,100, 2,200 miles on it. Because the gentleman that bought it originally bought it so he could have a lightweight vehicle to tow behind his RV. The problem is it's not 4-wheel drive, so it doesn't have a rear disconnect or a neutral that you can put on most 4-wheel drives or anything that's standard. Standard you can run in neutral and not burn out your gearbox. You cannot do that with an automatic unless you have a drive shaft disconnect. And that putting a drive shaft disconnect on is like $1,200 to $1,500. It's stupid just to have a little collar on there that slides back and forth that locks onto your body frame so you can have free running rear traction on your vehicle while you're driving down the highway. So he didn't like it. Ended up getting a Jeep from what I heard from the salesman. But I got that for like $2,300. I was trying like 2 or 3 weeks before that. Me and my dad went to like 4 different locations trying to find a used vehicle. They want that same price for a used vehicle that has like 140,000 miles on it. And like from 2012, I'm like, bro, I'm not paying $30K for a freaking used ass truck. I got a better deal with this one than I ever would have on a used vehicle. All right. Be well, Bill.
All right, later, Bill.
Take care. Sharon, have a good night. And I will catch you all on the next one. If you need anything, Bill, you know where to get a hold of me. You can either send me an email or message me on a post. But I'll catch you all later. Be well, be safe, and happy gardening.
Yep. And get out there and slap a rat.
I'll see. 2010 Arcadia is not that bad. I mean, mind you, that is 15 years old. But still. Yeah.
I don't know where my saw went.
Now, Dano, which version of saw did you get? Do you have the Baco Laplander? Do you have the Silky? Do you have like one of the probably 25 different generic versions of saws? I know Smith's. It's not the grocery store. There's actually a company out there, Smith's, does outdoor gear. They sell wood shaving filers, hand saws. Do you have a, what is it? Fuck. What are the gardening saws that they usually have at Home Depot and Lowe's, Jason? My brain is dried right now.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those?
I have the Still.
Yeah, I forgot. Still actually makes hand saws too.
Oh, yes.
They make good hand saws, but
yes, they do.
Expensive as shit.
It's about $100.
Yeah, agreed. They're dropped
to my pole, yes.
Everyone's saying goodbye to Bill because yep, there you go. Now, that's the 18-incher.
Yeah.
But again, that is an expensive handsaw.
Yeah, it also goes on the end of my my extending pull saw.
This mother, he's all, oh, I got a folding saw for my quad. Silky Big Boy, $160 folding saw. I'm going to poke you in the eye. Yeah, but you've also got that hook bill on there, plus the...
Oh, it is sharp.
Oh, I know that's sharp.
Both ends are sharp.
Yeah.
It's made to line it up and just go tink and pop it right off.
Yep.
Yeah, because basically you can see it's got a blade on there.
Yeah.
And it's designed so when you first saw it, you got to pop it so you can cut that cambium layer. And then you can start sawing so you don't peel off the branch.
Yeah, so it basically doesn't peel the skin off.
Yeah.
It's an undercut, yeah, like Jason said, undercut the Cambrian layer or the soft skin. That way you're not peeling off 6 to 8 inches of meat off the tree and killing off half the tree.
Yeah, if you do the 3-cut method, you don't end up pinching your saw blade and being stuck up 18 feet off the ground. And try and get this undone.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
Because you've done it before and had to climb up there with another saw and a ladder.
Yeah.
No, I'm still going to poke you. He says, where's his other comment? I've got to pop this one up there.
What's nice is I like the safety on this.
He goes, I got one of those silky folding saws to keep on my quad, just clearing up trail works. Awesome. Takes up no space. And then he says, Silky Big Boy. Like I said, it's a $160 folding saw.
Yeah.
Shit.
This one you just pop off, comes off, and then you have your safety.
Oh, double safety, so you got to really work at getting that thing out of there.
Yeah. And again, you can put it on a nice extending pole saw, and you got a nice little pike.
Yes.
So,
but you have to have the pole saw head to mount that onto, which, by the way, that version of saw does sell the pole saw handle.
Yes, you can actually use this as a handle. You can also get a short one, too.
Yeah, you can get the short pole that actually mounts onto that.
Yeah, you get a little 4-foot one, yeah. But I opted for the telescopic 18-foot. Yeah, I know the whole system cost me about a little over $300, but I got an extra saw blade with it, and I also got the loppers attachment with it as well. But this is my present to myself for retirement. So I don't have to use a pole saw. It's cheaper than a pole saw, and it's quiet.
So I have a pole saw. Had that thing for years. I think that pole saw is actually older than I am. I think. Had that thing for God knows how long. Never once sharpened it. Never changed the cord on it. And it's one of those. It's like the crescent that's like maybe 16 inches long, but then it has the limb cutter, where you pinch the limb in there and you pull the cord and it just snaps the limb off.
The lower attachment, I have that.
Love that thing. Hate the design of the handle though. Like I'm half tempted to just get a solid 1-inch piece of steel pipe and just weld the end of that thing on there so I have a solid piece. Because I hate the fact that it's two like 4.5-inch pieces of like broom handle with 2 holes in there, and then like 2 connector plates and freaking butterfly nuts on there. Hate that thing. Hate that thing with a passion.
Yeah, this one's actually it's got two bolts on there.
Yeah.
So I can replace this individually, and I can also buy extra blades with this as well.
Yeah, because essentially that undercut is just a secondary piece that's bolted into those 2 holes.
Yeah, this is the most expensive part. This is not that expensive, and this is probably the second piece. This whole thing here was what, $120 at the time when I got it 6 years ago.
And the thing is, with the handle, you can literally just make that out of a piece of wood.
I mean, you can just use the handle as it is now.
Well, I know, but I'm saying if the handle ever breaks, you can just fabricate one out of a piece of wood, or hell, even a piece of heated PVC, which would probably still give you the same durability.
I'd just rather buy the 1.4 and it's fiberglass.
Yeah, but I mean, in an absolute emergency, if you don't have the option to go into the store, a piece of 8-inch PVC, cut one end, flatten it, heat it, flatten it, drill 2 holes in there, and bolt it on there, still going to get the same effect out of it.
You know, 1.25 dowel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Heat gun, or even over open flame if you have to. Blowtorch. Just don't torch it completely, otherwise you'll melt it. But you just got to cut. All you got to do is take somehow just flatten it, cut a hole in it, 2-3 inches. A hot piece of metal to put your dowel pegs in there or holes, and then you just bolt it together with the same screws that are in there, and you're good to go. I hate those things drops. I hate those with a passion because the handle does not give you enough leverage because of the design to actually physically chop through anything decent. Or, well, you can chop, you just can't cut. I have the same thing back when Walking Dead was super, super mainstream.
I got one around here somewhere.
Machete set that they got from the series. I have all of those pieces. I have all of them. I absolutely hate sawback machetes. Hate them with a passion.
I'd rather carry that. If I'm gonna saw something through something,
Give me a machete or an axe and an actual saw. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, like I said, the machete is good for cutting stuff that's gonna be 1 inch smaller.
I'd say 2 to 3 inches, depending on the style of the machete.
Yeah.
And or the material you're cutting through. But again, it's the material you are cutting through. It's great for a lot of jungle treks because a lot of the stuff in jungles is wet. And it's usually, like Jason said, anywhere between an inch to an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches max. Because it's a lot of just freaking random vines.
Yeah. I mean, it's great for cutting the leaves off of a banana tree.
So, again, soft material.
Yes.
Good for cutting down saplings.
A vine.
Vines, saplings, water root. Yes, water root does exist.
Yeah, it's not for chopping down trees.
You can chop down a tree, but God forbid that you can be there for a while doing that.
Yeah, just get an axe; it'll be more efficient. Or
you get a soft, and the hell with an axe. Mm-hmm. If it came to survival situations, the 3 things I would rather be stuck on an island with: an axe, a saw, and 500 feet of bank line.
And duct tape.
Oh, and duct tape.
Duct tape would be good for certain applications, but not for everything.
You can make a boat.
Yeah, if you have 500 rolls of duct tape.
Yes, a pallet.
Which they did not pay a dime for all of that. That was literally paid for by Discovery.
Yeah.
And God knows how much that. You're figuring what? Anywhere between $8 to $12 for a roll of duct tape. Yeah. Now, given the time frame when they actually did that, I think the rolls of duct tape were between $4 and $8. But you still have a pallet and a half or 2 pallets worth of duct tape or cases of duct tape. 500 rolls of duct tape at $4 a piece.
I think there was enough to do a giant goose.
Yeah, I don't know. They had just.
Oh, wait a minute. CR's not here. He would have caught that.
No, CR's still here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You just posted in the thing.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Like I said, I think there was enough to do a 12-foot goose.
God. You think about how often they use duct tape in that series. They made a duct tape suspension bridge across a dry dock.
Yeah. And don't forget, Red Green was a big fan of duct tape.
Oh, yes, he was.
Handyman's secret weapon.
Poor man's Band-Aid.
Yeah, if the women don't think you're handsome, they'll think you're handy.
Exactly. Pallet with plastic wrap. Technically, if they would have found the end of the plastic wrap, they could have used that plastic wrap for a whole lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
You spin that, stretch it. Ooh, plastic string. Yes, holding the car to the traffic light, or sorry, the parking lot light. They use that as a barrier to see how many layers of duct tape it would take to actually stop a car from getting through a barrier. That stuff was like 3 feet thick before it actually stopped the damn car.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous. The problem with duct tape is when it's flat, it tears really easy.
Yeah.
The minute you put a twist in that stuff, it is like trying to rip a Teflon cable. Like,
No.
that stuff is just nasty.
If I can afford it, I would get that electric still chainsaw. Like that cordless one. But if I can
You know,
afford
like
it,
a $200 chainsaw?
oh, it's more. I think it's like $700.
Ooh, Jesus Christ. Who paid $700 for an electric chainsaw?
But it's a battery powered electric chainsaw, and that thing is wicked.
Unless they're using like a 50 amp battery.
It outran the gas still chainsaw the same size.
How?
It just got more torque.
So they have to be at least using a 20 to 50 amp or like a 100 volt battery.
I would have to go back and look at Andrew's video, and it wasn't much. It was like, I think it was like I think it was like a 20 volt battery. It was a big battery. I mean, it has a couple.
It's got to be at least a 20 volt battery. You're looking at just that electric chainsaw, probably 2 pounds for just the battery.
Yeah, but the battery's put where the engine is, so it's like the weight of the engine.
Well, I mean, if it's centralized and on top, similar to like a lot of the like DeWalt chainsaws or whatever, like the battery operated ones,
No, it
that would
slides
make more
to the side
sense.
of it. It slides to the side of it where the engine is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Between the two hands, not on top. But yeah. Oh shoot. Let me go look.
Yeah, there's a lot of applications you can do with a duct tape, Deb. Like, that has literally been poor man's Band-Aid, poor man's splint, poor man's everything, because a freaking roll of duct tape will last you for like a long time. Yep. That sounds about right there, Grace. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with duct tape, especially if you have like the 2-inch roll. You don't need a lot. You can literally break that up into like 1/2-inch sections and just rip off and twist, and you have cordage that's like stupid strong. Because there's no gear loss, there's no torque ratio lost for that.
He bought this saw a long time ago.
That's a good find right there, dog. I have folding saws everywhere. Fiskars, that's the other one. So in my truck, I have 2 folding saws.
I'm not a Fiskars fan.
I have a Fiskars folding saw. I actually like the Fiskars folding saw. It actually works really damn good. And then I have a Smith's folding saw. Or do I have a Smith's folding saw? I have like I legit own like 6 folding saws randomly that I've acquired over the years through various subscription boxes. The only one I've actually physically purchased was that Fiskars, and that came in a trio. It came with the folding saw, snips, and something else. It was a 3-pack for like $18 or some shit like that, I think is what I paid for it. Honestly, didn't look back because, like I said, it sits under my car seat along with the snips. So if I ever have to cut branches various reasons, I have it.
I am sorry. It is not a still. It's Husqvarna.
It's still not as bad. Husqvarna still makes good stuff.
Yes, Husqvarna does. Yeah. Let's see.
Yes, 100% agreed on that one. What you can do with duct tape is based on the amount of duct tape you currently have.
All right, there you go. You can take a look at that one right there.
Yes. Well, that's one of the reasons why Silky Saws is one of like the more top end saws, because that saw is only designed to cut on the pull. If you cut on the push, you risk damaging your saw.
Yeah. I want to promote this channel here, the Kelly's Country Life. They got a really good channel. He does a lot of stuff. Him and his wife do a live stream every Sunday, and then they cook afterwards.
I think I've done a few. I think I've run across their channel a few times.
Yeah.
Good people, very nice,
Mm-hmm.
very knowledgeable, from what I remember.
Yeah. So yeah, go check out their channel tomorrow, or actually tonight.
Unfortunately, I have a crap ton of stuff I got to do tomorrow for stuff on Tuesday, so I'm going to be basically running myself ragged from the time I get to work to the time I decide to go to sleep.
Yeah, but check out that electric saw right there. Yeah, I would like to get it, but I don't think I want to fork over the money for it right now. I love the electric chainsaws because they're quiet. I spent over 20 years with gas equipment. But, you know, chainsaws are probably the worst. And
I've actually, a friend of the family has a like 16-inch or 14-inch electric chainsaw. My dad actually likes using that more than the actual 2 Husqvarnas that he's got.
yeah, I got the electric one from Craftsman, the 16-inch one. I like it.
I've got one that's got a bad carb on it, and I got to rebuild in order to get it to work. We have not gotten that thing to work in like 5 or 6 years, despite the fact that we own two chainsaws.
Yeah.
I may or may not have closed out something that I didn't need to do.
Yeah, so yeah, if you want an electric chainsaw, that's what I've liked so far.
All right. Good night, CR. Be well. I appreciate you staying a little
CR.
extra time for us tonight.
Yeah,
We'll,
thank you.
see you on the next one, and I apologize if I have not made it to any of your videos or lives. Again, you always post when I'm at work, and I can't. I'm always busy. So, again, I apologize. It's not that I'm trying to avoid you. It's just you always post when I'm at work, because I work all the time. But still love you, brother. Be well, be safe. Take care, and happy sunflower planting.
Yeah, Bill already sent me another message on the YouTube on one of his channel videos. I said we get to see a lot of beautiful bean footage.
Bean footage.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! It took me a second. I know that. I know that comment. That's some beautiful bean footage.
All that beautiful bean footage. Yeah, the Boston baked bean or Bush's baked
Look at
beans.
this guy walking around. It's actually sunny outside. CR's a bean. He's all chillaxing. I'd still like to know the general age classification that CR is. I can't tell half the time if he's in his 50s or 30s.
Watch him be like 28.
Oh my God. He'd be one of those that's just like life slapped the shit out of him hard. Because you get those guys that are like, they're in their 20s, but they look like they're 60 because life is just beating them down so bad.
Yeah.
They're like, screw this. Like, you never know. Like, not trying to be an a-hole, but I mean, everybody here, I guarantee, has met someone somewhere in their life expectancy or lifetime that's younger than hell, but looks like they have seen like 6 different wars.
Yeah.
And came back broken.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with the gas chainsaw. I will say that right now.
There's not.
There isn't. As long as when you're done with it, you empty the fuel and you run it dry.
Just leave the fuel in ours. We're rarely. But then again, I've also run that thing completely out of fuel in the first place, and then just be like, "Yep, it's going in the box. I'm done with it."
And make sure you use ethanol-free fuel in it.
Well, you've also got to do the, what is it, 80-20 mix, because you got most of those are usually you got to use the oil and the freaking gas, otherwise the damn thing explodes on you or seizes up and just like. Because you never know what chainsaws half the damn time. It's like, oh, you got to use the 2-in-1 mix. Like, shit. Can't I just buy a chainsaw that has normal gas? I don't have to walk around with 5 gallons of fuel mixture just to pour in there to see how long it can run out in the woods. But again, yes, sometimes a chainsaw is better than a silky saw or a handsaw.
Hey, this little electric one here that I got last year, it's still running. It's still going.
Well, yeah, because the only thing you got to do with an electric chainsaw is just add oil to the reservoir or chain oil, and you're good to go.
Yeah, this little Unimighty that I got here, it's still charged. The batteries are still charging. Still works. I'm still on the first blade. Yeah, I'm still on the first blade.
Nice.
And I just used the heck out of it past few weeks.
I've been half tempted to just buy an electric chainsaw just to have in my truck, just in case I go somewhere and I'm like, oh, there's a down tree right there. Let me get that out of the way. Because God knows how many times I've watched Outdoor Gear Review and he just randomly has a chainsaw on the back of his truck to like cut off a down tree going up to his property.
Yeah, that's something you don't need in this city.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need it, but the one time you do need it, you're like, oh, I've got one of those in the back of my truck. Hold on, let me go get it. And then you're just out there, just cut that, and then you're good to go, and then that dead tree's out of the way, and then you can drive past it. Also works for dead standing, too. You cut down a dead standing tree, at least you got firewood for the night.
Yeah, we're already at 2 hours and 18 minutes.
I know. I'll probably I'll go another 3.5 minutes, and then I will end this, because I know Jason's... Well, actually, you don't even have to worry. What are you worried about? You got to go to work late tomorrow anyway, stinker.
An hour later, yeah.
Ooh, an hour later.
I will still beat the alarm clock up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you probably will. The alarm clock scared the shit out of me the last few days. I have been so bushed and white that I have slept till my alarm clock scared the crap out of me.
Yes, I can't stay awake.
It feels so nice, Jason, to sleep when the room is not 90 degrees. But anyways, let me I'm gonna throw this down here again in the private chat because I don't want to say it out loud, but I'm being a responsible adult, and I remember because I talk with you guys every week, so I do know.
Mm-hmm.
Just asking for a friend.
Not yet.
I know how that is, and I've got this problem on my side. All right, good night, Cecilia. Be well, be safe. Thank you for joining us. Hope the conversation tonight was good for you. Hope it was also entertaining. I hope the first version was entertaining too, because it's been a nice. I've had a rough week, but it's decent night.
Yeah. Yeah, we're supposed to have some cool down here in the next few days.
I really hope so, because I am tired of this 90-degree heat in the middle of August.
Hey, it beats 110.
I'm not in Arizona, thankfully. So thankful for that. But at the same time, Jesus, the UVs over here is just killing me half the time.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here roasting. It was 94 today.
I think we got the 92 today.
And it was cloudy most of the day.
Yeah, when I went outside to the van to grab my stuff out of there, and it's soupy outside.
Yeah, I've got. Thankfully, today was the last super hot day. Everything from the looks of it's going down from basically 90 to 95 degrees the rest of the week. But again, that's going to tell me something entirely different if I check it in an hour.
Yeah. By the obstacle, film that, please.
Oh, nice. Going up to La. Oh, nice.
Yeah, dove hunting.
Wait, do you, because I know the cabin's not in La Junta. La Junta. La Junta. La
La
Junta. If you really want to pronounce it funny, it's La Junta.
La Wanta.
But it's La Junta. The J is technically an H. The freaking one of those weird.
Is it W or is it H? La Junta?
It's an H. It's La Junta.
La Junta?
Like you're like a hunter, like you hunt in the like you hunter in the bushes. Yeah, it's La Junta. It's La Junta. Again, I'm surprised it made it that far north, but that is actually a Spanish pronunciation.
Yeah, like I said,
Oh, he's got a hotel room. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you already wear sweatpants, Deb? I stopped wearing sweatpants because they're literally, the name is what they are. I'm sorry, but sweatpants, I can't do. I'd rather wear jeans. I hate sweatpants. Can't put anything in pockets because they wiggle around too much.
Yeah. Well, like I said, lately I've been wearing my camouflage ones because they're the thinnest I have to keep cool enough in my blue jeans.
I'm just used to blue jeans. I don't sweat that much lower half, but the upper half, Jesus Christ, I generate so much freaking heat like a walking oven. But anyways, folks, we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. Trying to keep these fairly short. I would like to keep most of my second lives at about 2 hour mark just so I can keep under the 3 hours entirely. This way I have a small amount of replayability.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you all for joining me. Drops, Obstacle, Deb, Grace, Jason, Molly.
Everybody, the new guy.
CR, Serena, Dano. Appreciate you guys joining me tonight. Be well, be safe. Give me a flavor on the way out. Hit that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and comment afterwards if you got any questions. Let me know. Also, Bill as well for showing up
Yes.
because he's been popping up more and more, so that's awesome. Get to talk a bit more. And Drops as well.
And scroll up and check out that electric Husqvarna chainsaw.
That's right. Be well, be safe, guys. Jason on the way out. Let's
slap a rat.
And don't forget to go out and plant your fall crops, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Fox Outdoors and Pest Hunter Outdoors signing off for the evening. Y'all be well, be safe, take care, and have a wonderful night. Peace.